Well, we do a lot of things together. In fact, we've always stayed together as a family. We believe a family not only that prays together, but a family that does things together, grow together, and we get to understand each other like in any relationship. Just like you would be dating or whatever the case may be, we learn from each other, especially as they grow older, they become individuals. We've learned to learn from each other and help each other. So we become a team, not just a family, and many things that we do. We thought it would be a great idea. He's going out to college now in August, and we thought, what better way to begin it or end high school than to do something together? And this opportunity came up, and we decided to, as a family, come together and make this our family vacation, and that's why we're here.
We, as a family, we've never done normal things, so we always come up with different things.
Well, as it is, at least for the last 2 years, for example, we've had some missionaries that stay in our house, actually during the summer, in and out. We actually give them a key and walk out. We've done little things here and there, and it was interesting when the idea was brought to us by our pastor at the church. I guess we all looked at each other and said, hey, we were thinking of where we were going to do for vacation. We were going to go back to Stone Mountain or go somewhere, whatever the case may be, because we've been in some places we loved that we would like to visit again. And we mostly looked at each other, why don't we do this? And then we all, oh, sure, let's go. And we did pray about it when we finally put ourselves together and said, this is what it's going to take. You guys will be sleeping on the floor. There'll be sleeping bags. There'll be a lot of other things that all the comforts at home you're not going to have, or a hotel. But we looked at each other and said, let's get it done. And we decided as a team that this is what we wanted to do.
I thought this was going to be a lot of work, but when you work for the Lord, it's very easy to confuse work and fun. So just like I was helping a lot of other people with all the ministries that we have here, I also learned a lot, and I myself grew stronger with the Lord. And this just in a week, I got a lot closer than I think I've ever been with God.
This experience has been amazing, and I think that it has brought me closer to God, as my brother was saying.
As a family, I think it's brought us closer to one another. And we've tried to stay away from the activities that they've participated in for us not to be able to influence them. But then they come back and they tell us these great things that they've done. And we're sorry in a way that we weren't there to partake in those activities, to see what they were doing. But we're very happy to see that we let them go. And at the same time, it's hard to see them go because we sent them out in different activities and seen them do things that I wish I wouldn't know that they were doing. But I know that as parents, we always try to protect our children, but we have an eternal Father in heaven that is constantly protecting us. So I think I've grown in trying to let my children grow out a little bit. And, as long as they're working for the Lord, I know that the Lord is protecting them.
One of the things I enjoyed about the program here is that they don't just go do mission work that affects other people, but it's also to influence them. It's to teach them how to actually do the process. One of the projects were run at McDonald's house, for example. They actually had to come up with the menu. Then we actually went to the store and bought the products. Then they had to go and bake and prepare the food. And they had a time limit and so on to get it done, and the amount of people.
And we had a budget.
And we had a budget and so on. So they're teaching them not just to do something, but how to do it, the steps that have to. And most of the programs we've done here, in fact, all of the programs we've done here, have some type of training prior to, which has been very good because it helps all of us being able to take this idea back home as well.
It's been a wonderful growing experience.
Not only in the spiritual sense, but also a growing experience and learning how. My wife, I mean, we've been married 28 years, so I think I know her pretty well. But my sons, especially now, one's 18, one's 15, I see them maturing, and we're not the same. We don't have the same ideas sometimes, and yeah, you don't have to agree so quickly. We don't have the ideas, but I see that they approach it and they make God first. And if they make God first, then I need to step back and let them lead their own lives. And God's doing a wonderful job in their life. I see him, and as a family, I mean, we've been blessed with two boys that want to spend time with their old folks.
Another thing was before this trip, I'm always being 18 and all, I want to separate a little bit more from my family, but in this experience, I'm like, my family's important. So every time I did an activity and they weren't there, I felt like I was missing someone. So I would always have to come back and come and tell them the story. And I wish they would have been there sometimes, and sometimes I wish they wouldn't have been there because they can get pretty nuts. But I'm a nutty person too. It's in the genes. So that's pretty much what I had to say.